We started to see a few light sprinkles early this morning, had a few isolated showers, kind of the start of more rain to come over the coming days. Not every day will be a washout, but a couple of days coming up could be fairly wet. Right now, dry on radar, or at least mostly dry, maybe a little bit of light rain out toward Ascension and Livingston Parish at the moment. As far as cloud cover goes, at periods have a bit more cloudiness, but also a mix of sun and clouds out over downtown and across the region at the moment. 77 was our high today, so we were a little bit warmer still and probably around 81 degrees during the day tomorrow. As we head into the weekend, however, those rain chances start picking up. We'll keep that warm, more humid air in place until a cold front moves through late Sunday into Monday, and kind of a return to some almost winter-like temperatures. Not quite brutally cold, though. We got a mix of sun and clouds out over downtown at the moment. 75 degrees right now with humidity a bit higher. Dew points have been steadily on the rise thanks to these south or south-southeasterly winds. Right now, a little bit of a light breeze out at Kenner. Temperatures are in the low mid 70s across the board. 81 though over in Baton Rouge, and the dew points have been steadily on the rise. We're kind of losing that drier air and a more humid feel outside, and it will have more of a muggy feel during the day tomorrow, and actually could see a bit of a drop in our humidity for Saturday. We'll talk more about the weekend in just a moment. We've had this southwesterly flow aloft. Now, if you'll notice on the water vapor, it's not really a very humid air. This is fairly dry air, so a lot of the cloud cover that we are seeing over us, there are frequent breaks. So we're not really getting into that mostly cloudy sky that tends to be with the southwesterly flow. That will come, however, with this upper troughing. We're also watching this upper trough develop at the moment a cold front across the central part of the nation. That will be what helps to also trigger our rain chances, as well as that southwesterly flow aloft. We kind of get these little embedded disturbances in there. Now, expecting quite a bit of severe weather to break out to our north associated with the front. As the front gets down to us, however, not as much of a severe threat, but maybe some downpours that lead to some localized flooding. As far as our rainfall goes, could see kind of a little round here early on Saturday. Right now, tomorrow is not looking that bad. Friday may see a better chance of rain, and then Saturday for our Irish Channel Parade, not much. Front actually could be fairly dry along the boundary as it does move in. And notice how that front may slide just down to our south. Not really getting into the cooler air just yet for Saturday, but maybe a slight drop in humidity. So if you are headed out to the parade on Saturday, may not feel as bad. Now tomorrow does look, or excuse me, Friday looks to be a wetter day, kind of starting this on Friday, as we'll likely see a bit more coverage of rain and storms. As we head into Saturday, also the Euro, this is different from what I was just showing you, has us relatively dry on Saturday. Great news. As we head into Sunday, however, the front, along with a little upper disturbance, will once again bring in greater rain coverage. So our Metairie Road Parade may be on the wetter side, and then by Monday, as the front sinks southward, we start to dry out. Now, as that severe weather threat goes, as those storms progress from the plains south, we will see that severe risk inching southward as well. However, the main energy with this system is staying to our north, so as the front sinks into the deep south, a far less chance of severe weather, mainly some gusty winds and maybe some isolated tornadoes possible, generally to our north. And as of right now, as that front kind of slides over us for Saturday and Sunday, probably only going to see a marginal threat of severe weather. Now, as far as flooding goes, could see some rounds of heavy rainfall to our north. So beginning on Friday, going into early Saturday, we'll start to see that risk of some street flooding. Doesn't look to be as much of an issue for Saturday. Going into early Sunday, then we'll get that next round of rainfall on Sunday. So several rounds of rainfall are on the way. Models could still change, but we're kind of locking in on maybe a bit better of a chance of rain and storms on Friday, another round on Sunday, and then we dry out and cool down as we head into next week.